Okay, my younger cousin texted me this last week. So we've just been talking for like 2 weeks, no labels yet, but NGL, I think I might be catching feelings. Also, he gave me major green flags on our first date. No red flags at all so far.
Did you understand any of that?
I understood he and date. That's genuinely it.
Modern dating vocabulary has absolutely exploded in the last several years. Half of it started as internet slang, and now it's just how people actually talk about relationships.
Which means, even if your English is strong, this specific vocabulary category can leave you completely lost because it's constantly evolving and a lot of it isn't taught anywhere formally.
So today, 11 words and phrases. Everything from classic relationship vocabulary to the newest dating slang taking over social media. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Easy English for Everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm James, and I'll be honest, I need this episode personally, not just for the listeners.
You're definitely not alone. Dating and relationship vocabulary is genuinely one of the fastest changing parts of English right now, largely because of dating apps and social media.
And it comes up constantly in conversations with friends, in shows, in real dating situations if you're using an English-speaking dating app or meeting people abroad.
This episode is B1 to B2 level. 11 phrases grouped into 3 parts: early dating slang, the feeling stage, and long-term relationship vocabulary. Let's get into it. Let's start with the newest, most modern slang, the words that basically didn't exist 20 years ago. Phrase 1, ghosting.
I actually do know this one. It means disappearing, right?
Exactly. Ghosting means suddenly stopping all communication with someone you were dating or talking to with no explanation at all. No breakup conversation, nothing. You just vanish like a ghost. He completely ghosted me after our 3rd date.
That's a genuinely rough thing to experience.
It really is, and it's become such a common experience with dating apps that the word became mainstream almost instantly once it started being used. It's now used as a verb, too. To ghost someone. I got ghosted. Please don't ghost me.
This has genuinely become a plot point in so many rom-coms and dating shows recently. I feel like every season of a show like Love Island has at least one dramatic ghosting storyline.
Absolutely. It's become such a defining feature of modern dating culture that it shows up constantly in that kind of content. Phrase 2 and 3, a pair, red flag and green flag.
I know these from other contexts, but how are they used in dating specifically?
In dating, a red flag is a warning sign, a behavior or trait that suggests this person might not be a good match or might even be genuinely problematic. He canceled our first date 3 times. That's a huge red flag. A green flag is the opposite, a positive sign that suggests someone is a genuinely good match. He remembered small details I mentioned weeks ago. Total green flag.
So people are basically doing a mental checklist during early dating now?
Pretty much. And this vocabulary has become so mainstream that dating shows and social media accounts are basically entirely built around discussing red flags and green flags. It's become a genuine cultural framework for how people talk about compatibility.
I feel like The Bachelor and shows like it have entire fan communities dedicated to spotting red flags in real time while watching.
Exactly that kind of content. Entire online communities exist specifically to analyze red and green flags from reality dating shows.
Phrase 4, I've heard my younger cousin use this one too. Situationship.
Oh, this word is genuinely fascinating linguistically. It's a blend of situation and relationship. A situationship describes a romantic connection that isn't clearly defined. You're spending time together, maybe even intimate, but there's no clear label like boyfriend or girlfriend, and the future is uncertain.
So it's like dating, but nobody's agreed it's actually dating?
Exactly that ambiguity. We're not officially together, it's more of a situationship right now. This word has become incredibly popular recently precisely because this specific relationship stage has become so common with modern dating culture. Lots of undefined, ongoing connections without clear labels.
That actually explains a specific kind of confusion I've definitely witnessed friends go through.
It's such a relatable, modern struggle that the word essentially had to be invented. There wasn't really a good single word for this experience before. Let's move to the phrases describing that early, exciting, slightly confusing stage of getting to know someone. Phrase 5. We're talking.
This one confused me for a long time, honestly, because obviously two people talking isn't automatically romantic.
Totally fair confusion. In dating context, we're talking specifically means two people are getting to know each other romantically. Texting, going on dates, showing interest. But it's before an official relationship label. We've been talking for about a month now, nothing official yet.
So it's genuinely a specific relationship stage, not just literally talking.
Exactly. It's the stage before we're official or we're dating. It's one of those phrases that only makes sense once you know the specific dating context. Outside of that, it just sounds like a normal conversation. Phrase 6. Catch feelings or catching feelings.
I've definitely heard this phrase in songs.
It shows up constantly in music, you're right. To catch feelings means to start developing real, genuine emotional attachment to someone, often used when it happens unexpectedly or when someone was trying to keep things casual but ended up with real feelings anyway. I told myself I wouldn't catch feelings, but here we are.
The word catch is interesting there. Like feelings are something that happens to you, almost like catching a cold.
That's such a great observation, actually. It does frame emotions as something almost accidental or involuntary, which fits the phrase's casual, slightly self-aware tone. People often say it a little jokingly, even when they're being genuinely honest about their feelings.
Emotional honesty with a joke attached. Very on brand for modern dating language.
Phrase 7. Hit it off.
Oh, I actually know this one already. It means getting along really well, right?
Exactly right. To hit it off means two people connect immediately and easily. Great chemistry, easy conversation, an instant good feeling. We hit it off right away on our first date. We talked for 4 hours straight.
This feels like such a classic rom-com moment. The meet cute scene where two characters just instantly click.
Exactly that trope. Almost every romantic comedy has that exact hitting it off scene early in the movie. Instant chemistry, easy laughter, the audience already knowing these two are going to end up together.
It's basically a required scene in the genre at this point.
Pretty much a formula. But it's also genuinely how people describe real first dates that go well. Phrase 8. Butterflies, or butterflies in your stomach.
This is such a beautiful phrase, honestly.
It really is. Butterflies describes that nervous, excited, fluttering feeling in your stomach when you're excited about someone, usually early in attraction or before a date. I still get butterflies every time he texts me. It's a physical sensation people describe as feeling like actual butterflies flying around inside them.
I feel like this is one of the most universally understood romantic feelings across cultures, even if the exact phrase differs.
That's such a good point. The physical sensation of nervous excitement before something romantic is genuinely universal, even though English specifically chose butterflies as the image for it.
Certainly more poetic than just saying, I feel nervous and excited at the same time.
English does love a good metaphor.
Quick pause. 8 down, 3 to go, plus a couple of scenes coming up.
If this episode is helping, hit subscribe. New practical English lesson every single week, always free.
Okay, let's finish with the longer-term relationship words.
Phrase 9, on the same page.
I've heard this phrase used outside of dating too, like in work situations.
Great catch! On the same page is actually a general English expression meaning both people understand and agree about something. But it's used constantly in dating, specifically to talk about relationship expectations. We had a talk, and I think we're finally on the same page about wanting something serious.
So it's about being aligned, not literally reading the same book page.
Exactly. It's a very common and important phrase for relationship conversations, especially the more serious ones about the future. Are we on the same page about this? Is a genuinely important question people ask in real relationships. Phrase 10, X.
This one's simple, at least. A former partner, right?
Exactly right. And it's short for ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, or just generally ex-partner. I ran into my ex at the grocery store yesterday. It was so awkward. It's used constantly and casually. Nobody says the full former boyfriend in daily conversation. Ex is just standard.
I feel like almost every sitcom has an awkward run-in with an ex episode at some point.
It's such a classic, relatable trope. Running into an ex unexpectedly is basically a universal experience that shows up in storytelling constantly because everyone immediately understands that specific awkwardness. And our final phrase, number 11, settle down.
I know settle down in other contexts, like calming down. Is it different here?
Good instinct to check. In relationship context, to settle down means to stop dating around and commit to one serious, long-term relationship, often implying marriage, a stable home, sometimes starting a family. After years of dating around, he finally wants to settle down. It suggests moving from a more casual, exploratory phase of life into a stable, committed one.
So it's less about calming your emotions and more about calming your entire lifestyle.
Exactly that shift, from an unsettled, exploring phase to a settled, committed one. You'll hear parents ask their adult children about this constantly. When are you going to settle down? Is a genuinely classic, sometimes slightly uncomfortable family question.
Extremely relatable. I think every culture has some version of that exact family question.
Universally awkward, apparently. Let's hear several of today's phrases used naturally. Two friends catching up over coffee about their dating lives.
So, how's it going with the guy you met a few weeks ago?
Honestly, we've been talking pretty consistently, and we definitely hit it off on our first date. We talked for hours.
That's great. Any red flags so far, or is it all good?
Surprisingly, mostly green flags, actually. He's been really consistent, no ghosting, remembers little things I mention. I might be catching feelings, honestly.
Aw, that's really sweet. So is it official yet, or still more of a situationship?
Still a situationship for now, but we had a conversation last night, and I think we're finally on the same page about wanting something real.
That's honestly amazing. I still get butterflies just hearing you talk about him.
I know, it's a good feeling. What about you? Still talking to anyone, or are you finally ready to settle down?
Oh, don't start sounding like my mom. But actually, no. I ran into my ex last week, and honestly, it made me realize I'm not ready for anything serious just yet.
Totally fair. No rush.
All 11 phrases in one very natural conversation. We're talking, hit it off, red flags, green flags, ghosting, catching feelings, situationship, on the same page, butterflies, settle down, and X.
And this is genuinely how these words show up between real friends. Casual, a little funny, but also genuinely meaningful conversations about relationships. Quiz time! 7 questions covering all 11 phrases. Ready?
Ready.
Question 1. Someone suddenly stops all communication with no explanation at all.
Ghosting.
Question 2. A warning sign that someone might not be a good match.
A red flag.
Question 3. A romantic connection with no clear label or defined relationship status.
A situationship.
Question 4. 2 people connect immediately with great chemistry on a first date.
They hit it off.
Question 5. The nervous, excited, fluttering feeling you get around someone you like.
Butterflies.
Question 6. Deciding to commit to one serious long-term relationship after a period of dating around.
Settle down.
And question 7, the challenge. 2 people have been getting to know each other romantically for a few weeks. Nothing official yet. But they just had a conversation and now both agree they want something serious. What 2 phrases am I describing?
We're talking for the early undefined stage, and on the same page for finally agreeing on what they want. 2 for the price of 1.
Perfect score again!
Fast, rapid review. All 11, no explanations.
Ghosting, red flag, green flag, situationship, we're talking, catch feelings, hit it off, butterflies, on the same page, X, settle down.
11 phrases. I genuinely think I could understand my cousin's text now.
That was truly the mission today. My challenge for you this week. If you're active on any dating apps or you watch dating shows, try to spot these words in real use. You'll notice them everywhere once you know them.
And if this vocabulary felt overwhelming before, hopefully now it feels like a fun, genuinely useful category instead of a confusing one.
This wraps up our current list of episode topics. But don't worry, we've got plenty more coming. Subscribe so you don't miss whatever we cover next.
And comment below, which phrase was completely new to you? Or tell us your own funny X run-in story. We know you have one.
We definitely want to hear that story. We read every single comment. Thank you so much for listening to Easy English for Everyone.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Good luck out there, whether you're catching feelings or just catching up on your English.